What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a grandma, tell a grandpa, because you know Romey all in. If I get this white stuff right here, y'all better tell me. Okay? So this is I Am Human, episode 2. And I'm going to piggyback off of what I said in the first video. Oh yes, I'm in my closet, y'all, and I'm in my closet because it's more like private, like I'm by myself, so I'd rather be in here. But so in the last episode, I was having some questions about, they didn't even put it in the description. They gonna call me on the phone. They didn't leave me no comment. It's crazy. But about the dark clouds that I talked about in Dayton, Ohio. Okay, well, the dark clouds is what I mean dark clouds, and it started when I was about, I'm gonna say it's between 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It was young. Whenever I moved with my dad, the dark clouds began when we started going over Dan's house. And he was a man that, like I said in the last video, used to walk everywhere. Like, he would catch the bus with all those kids and go out and just, let us see the world for real. He did allow us to see different things. That's why I think I love the library. I don't care. I love the library. I always really loved the library. But he used to stay at the library, every library you could think of, he went to. So we began going over there, and like I said, he took my virginity. And he would just like make us do like cards and stuff. Like, we wouldn't even be in trouble or nothing. We could just be over there having to do all these chores, cards, like pick them up a certain way. We couldn't play, we could play video games here and there, but we couldn't play like that. Like, the girls had to be in the kitchen, like, and we had to make sure the pampers was changed. Like, we were like his women slaves or something. Like, it blows me now that I'm grown. But it started then. We would go to like a library, and I mentioned Dayton View. I had to take some notes. I had to watch my own video. So if y'all have not watched the first episode and y'all watching, just stop right here and go watch episode 1, because you will know what I'm talking about. But I took some notes. But I said Westwood, Five Oaks, and Salem Avenue, and also Dayton View. Well, I'm gonna start with Westwood. We used to walk through Westwood. Well, we lived in Dayton View on that side, and Westwood was like right across Salem. I think that's right. No, that was Five Oaks. Westwood was like down on the other end. Dayton, I love Dayton. I love home. After the hurt and the pain made me dislike and feel discomfort there. That's what I mean by dark clouds. But anyway, I'm gonna explain all of that and sum that up for you guys. But being over there, it was like Westwood, we would walk over there, go to that library over there. I did drill team, so he'll walk past there like with the other kids when I'm at practice, like he watching me or something. Like, he was like spying. Like, he would do little weird stuff like that, and it just didn't seem right, for him to do stuff like that. So this is before, now that y'all look, this is before we start like we would go over there sometimes, but we wouldn't stay all. We went the first couple times, we wouldn't stay, or we just stay for a couple hours. But then it's turned to us spending the night and stuff like that. So this was before that. Like, he would watch. Like, I felt like he was watching me, and I feel like that every time I come there, because he's still walking the streets to this day. He still be around young people. He still be around young little girls. And the women that he choose to be around is women, I hate to say this, is women that feel low confident in themselves. And that is where it starts at, young ladies. We have to feel confident in ourselves no matter what nobody tell us. It took me a long time to get here to say I don't give a damn about what nobody say or feel about me. I still to this day get called a black bitch. Excuse me, oops. I still get to this day get called that. And our ancestors went very, very far for us to be starting to call us those type of names and stuff. But back to what I was saying, that's a different story. But I feel like he would just have some vendetta. I don't know why. I just always had that feeling. And so one day I went over there, spent the night, and that's what happened. He took my virginity, and it was just like, oh my God. And a day right after, he gave me this pill. At first, growing up, I didn't know what he was giving me. I never told nobody what he was giving me. I wasn't telling nobody, this is what's going on. I was scared to say something to my dad because it was already going on. I was scared to say something to everybody because what if these people wouldn't have believed me? Like I said, like it did. But I was just like, damn, I got to get away from everything. And it was not getting away or run. It was like, you have to make a difference, Chloe. You have to, and that's what they're, my family know me by Chloe. But you have to make a difference in what's going on in your life. And that wasn't the life that I wanted to live for myself. I want to be a wife. I'm going to be a wife. I'm going to have a home. I'm going to be a homeowner. I am going to own multiple cars. I am going to do those things. And I had to make a difference with myself to be able to move forward in life, period. So back to the neighborhoods. Westwood, like we talked about Westwood. So Five Oaks, it just we would go get the kids from Five Oaks. We were always like, he used to have some kids that be over in Five Oaks, and we would go get them, and they'd come over. It'd just be a whole bunch of kids. Like, we walked there from his house, which he lives in Dayton View, and we walked from his house all the way to Westwood, all the way to Five Oaks. We catch the bus to get to Oakwood, the Bourbon, up class area. They had the best ice cream out there, though, no cap. But he used to allow us to get ice cream. He used to take us to the library out there. He used to allow us to go to these different parks and do, play a little bit. And sometimes I didn't get a chance to play. I would have to be sitting right next to him like I'm a grown woman or something. I was a damn child. And now that I'm grown, thinking back, I thought that was cool. Like, I get to sit and y'all gotta play, you know what I'm saying? But I was beginning to get brainwashed as if I was already grown and this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm thinking to myself, is this right? Is this okay? Should I try this? And yes, I did. Different story. I'll let you guys know if you guys want to know. I tried things and I got my ass beat, but only because this is what I know. Education seems as if it wasn't a big picture. Like, we did have to sit down, do our homework and had to do certain stuff. But half of the time, me on the other end, I really didn't know what I was doing, like, at all. I would just be like, it's done. It wasn't like a thorough check, and I feel like that's my fault as well because I didn't speak up and say anything. But because I was being abused, I was like, I'm not going to let it have my whole freedom. So when I get to school, I'm just gonna act out, and that's what I did. And it cost me. It cost me a lot. Not paying attention, not asking questions, not engaging in conversations and learning, not paying attention. It cost me a lot. And that played a big part in my life. And if you guys want to know the story about my education, and and I seen a couple of the things that I wanted to like touch bases on to get clarity for it. You know, it's like the losing the people, losing my friends that I had engaged in and that I had. I like I did like I did things that I know I probably wouldn't forgive somebody for. I hate to say that, but I definitely would. But because I didn't have no direction and I wasn't able to allow myself to ask and get help because of fear, which I'm going to say this real quick and get back to that story. Do not let fear define who you are as a person, because it can tarnish everything you trying to build, accomplish, make. Seeing forward, fear will destroy everything that you are trying to accomplish. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But I was just doing stuff, and and when I mean doing stuff, like I would lie to my friend and be like, I can't come over and be with my boyfriend. Or I'll lie to my parents and be like, I am over Dominique's house and I'm over Dre's house. Like I used to lie to escape my mind away from it. And I started losing my friends behind that. Like, you're not even hanging out with me, or you're not doing this. Never, Dominique never did me like that, but other people did me like that, you know. And I was just like, I, I wanted to get away from everybody that was close around that. Like, I needed to be distanced from everything. And I also was like, not knowing, and I also was saying that I didn't feel like I was loving, but now that I know how to love, it feels different, you know. But back then, not knowing how to love plays a big factor in your life today. And this is why I wanted to piggyback on that, because when you as a child stop feeling like you don't love or don't want to or don't feel love, that plays a factor in your relationship. It plays a factor in your job. It plays a factor in anything that you're doing, because you have to have relations and conversations, and not necessarily companionship, but if you're being with somebody, companionship. But you got to have some type of leverage of knowing how to identify something, direct something, you know, make sure you're saying what you're saying and meaning what you're saying and knowing what the hell you're saying. That plays a big part. So the communication with your parents is a must. My mother is gone. Mother Day was really, really hard. I didn't really talk to nobody. I said Mother's Day to a few people, and get back to that, because it's not far. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers that are out there, that are mothers, period. Happy Mother's Day. But it was, you know, difficult. But if you are watching this and you are in your parents' house and you feeling a certain way, you go talk to your parent. Believe me, 9 times out of 10 they gonna listen and they gonna be open, especially in this time. It's so much going on. They want to be involved in your life, and I wish I had that as a child, because if I had it as a child, I'd be more mindful and mindful about what I'm saying and what I'm doing, because I could be all over the place, and I have somebody that can get me back in check, you know, get me back in place and let me know that's not the correct way to say that. Maybe you should try again. So, yeah, I still get corrected, which that is a good thing. But I also have to know how to engage and allow myself to love someone else and love other people around me. So that's why I piggyback on that, because it does play a big factor. So make sure you pay attention to that. And also, this back then, it made me feel like I couldn't do anything, because he, you know, he took so much. And then on top of that, going home, it took so much. So it was, I had to start thinking of ideas, of ways to control what was being done to me. So I had to take my power back. I had to learn how to navigate through it. So this is some things that he had done, and this is what I'm going to end it with. But here we go. He will make me bathe in a bath with an all white dress. I had to take a bath, bathe. While he's sitting in there, he will put vinegar in my water, and I will have to bathe in front of him. He will watch me bathe. Okay, like I said, like he would make me have vinegar in a bath. He would also make me wash up. I believe it was Ivory. I think that's like, I believe it was Ivory. He made me take a bath with some Ivory soap, and also he would like, because he was doing what he was doing, he would like give me treats. Like he allow me to do certain stuff. He'll give me candy, minor shit. And then like he would make the older girls cook in the kitchen. I learned how to cook real young. I was cooking at home, but I wasn't cooking like I was cooking there because it was cooking for a lot of kids. But I cooked. We was cooking. I couldn't be a child. Like there was nothing that I could do to be a child. Like they would be in there sitting in the living room, having a good time and doing all this other stuff. And I'm like, when am I going to be able to have a good time and be, be able to be me and be a kid? So it also seemed like like every night I was up as a child. And I mean, when things happen in your childhood, piggyback on your life today, I have a very hard time sleeping at night. I have a really difficult time sleeping at night. I will be asleep for a few hours. I will toss, I will turn, but I will be up every night because go home, couldn't do it throughout the day, so he had to come get me at night. I gotta be at school at 7 in the morning. I come back up at 3:45. My body and mind still turning because it's like, what the just happened? Why is this continually happening? So I didn't go to sleep until about 5:34, 6 o'clock. Gotta be up at 6:30. I didn't even sleep. So it plays a big part in your life. So always communicate with your parents. And then I started to have to think like an adult, okay? I had to think how I'm going to get paid back. How am I going to take this power back? How am I going to feel like I'm in control as a kid? So this is what I did. Well, Dad, you want to do something? Okay, I need to go blase. I need to go. I need this. The man that told the man that told the business was paying me really well for me to be on it. 14, 15, 16. Yeah, he was paying me real well, and he was dropping me off at my boyfriend's house. Pay me my money, period. You want some, I want some too. And that's not the correct way to think, but ain't no way in hell when I was younger I was thinking like this. Ain't no way in hell you gonna think you're gonna continue to keep taking and I ain't getting nothing. But now you have to learn. Now that I'm grown, I had to learn how to embrace and learn how to correct and let them know this is not correct, this is what's not going to be happening, and this is what you're not going to do. So I had to ground myself, and that's what I mean, ground myself on my morals, my thinking, my knowledge of what I want, and empower for myself that you can't ever do again. So yeah, I just want to make sure, you guys, I hit everything on this episode, and make sure you like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a grandma, tell a grandpa, because Romey's all in. And remember, ladies and young men, you have a voice. I'm going to always tell you that you have a voice. And I'm going to leave some links and some places in North Carolina, Ohio, in Indiana. I will leave some information there so you can call if anybody is getting abused or being harmed. I'm going to leave some information down there for you guys so you guys can get in contact if you need to. And thanks again for watching, and remember to keep your head up, and you have a voice.